beautiful Finger Lakes region of New York State. I'm near Cayuga Lake this morning. We are toward the tail end of June, and I just want to do a little quick rant this morning. Haven't done one in a while, so I'm due. Today is about the way we're being driven, the way society's being pushed and steered. What made me think about this lately is the Juneteenth holiday was last week, and you jump on social media or you watch the news, whatever, and all we see is shit about there was a fight or a stabbing or something, at some gathering in Chicago or South Carolina or wherever, and it's one right after the other after the other. And do I doubt these things happen? No, I'm sure there was a lot of parties and events and festivals going on, and things happen. But we need to do better as a society. Not do that shit, okay? When you're at a carnival or a fair, a party, you know, things happen. Don't let something stupid, a spilled drink or somebody steals a parking spot from you. Don't let that shit escalate into fucking violence. And, you know, also, we need to stop being driven like a bunch of fucking cattle. We're being steered. If you ever worked on a farm, you know that they move cattle. They drive them from one spot to another, and the first one goes, and the fucking next 20 follow it. That's what's happening with, human beings aren't fucking smart enough apparently to realize that media is driving shit. And if it's not media, it's the fucking government, whatever. I don't get into politics much. I avoid that shit because I don't want to, I'm not going to revolve my life around it. But all this shit with the races being driven apart, blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, whoever, it needs to fucking stop. And we're all being pushed in one direction or another. And unfortunately, it seems like each of the races is being pushed in a different direction. And we should be working together. We should be encouraging our kids to work together and play together and grow up together and become goddamn valuable members of society. I think it's not that hard to be decent, to not do something dumb. When my kids were little, I'd be over there in the corner peeling the fucking wallpaper off the wall just to be an asshole or something. I'd say, hey, knock it off. Don't do that. What are you doing? Then I'd inevitably have to explain to the child that I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm asking you just to simply stop what you're doing. I'm not asking you to go out and split firewood or dig a ditch. I'm not talking about fucking childhood labor here. Just don't do that dumb thing you're doing over there because it's stupid. And you don't need to do it. And sometimes it's that simple. There doesn't have to be a reason. The reason, you don't have to, a lot of these parents are, well, I let him do what he wants. No, don't let the fucker do what he wants. Give him some discipline. I'm not talking about kicking the shit out of him every 5 minutes. I'm saying lay down the fucking law with your kids so that when they're adults, like these people who go to these events and fucking fight, that they don't do that. That they stop and think, like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. This is dumb. I'm going to walk away from this. I'm going to be the better person. I'm not saying lay down, be a fucking sissy. You got to stand up for yourself, for your rights, sure. But when it comes to just picking a fucking fight for nothing, and then the goddamn media jumps on it, and it's like a fucking huge snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. No, that's bullshit. We need to be smarter than that, everybody. We need to stop this. and you're scrolling through Facebook and you stop on the fucking Chicago fight, guess what? The algorithm or whatever the hell you want to call it in that program just got your number. So now every fucking third post you see on that is going to be about some fight or some bullshit. I know because I've been guilty of. I'll stop and read something and be like, oh shit, wow, this happened. And guess what? Every other goddamn post on that platform is doing the same thing. And you just cannot let this get to you. We got to stop it. You know, we're gonna be fucked if we don't do something about this shit. Our kids are gonna be fucked. Our grandkids are gonna be fucked, and the society's just gonna fall apart. We need to start working together. Anyway, if you agree with this, give me a thumbs up, and y'all have yourselves a great day.